The laughter started quietly, almost harmless at first, the kind that hides behind computer screens and coffee cups in a crowded emergency room at 3 a.m. But for Hannah Carter, standing stiffly in her brand new scrubs under the harsh white lights of a Texas hospital ER, that laughter felt louder than the sirens outside. It followed her down the corridor, settled heavy in her chest, and made her wonder for the first time if she had made a terrible mistake choosing this place to begin her career. Before the story goes further, if you believe in kindness, second chances, and quiet strength, please like this video, comment, share it with someone who needs hope today, and subscribe to the channel. Your support truly matters. Hannah was 26, fresh out of nursing school, and this was her first real assignment. She had moved across state lines to work at Memorial Ridge Medical Center, a busy hospital known for its relentless pace and unforgiving staff culture. The ER was run like a battlefield, led by seasoned nurses and doctors who had seen everything and trusted no one new. Hannah knew she didn't look like them. She was soft-spoken, average height, with brown hair pulled into a careful bun and eyes that always seemed to be apologizing before she even spoke. To them, she looked like someone who would freeze the moment real chaos hit. The senior nurses, women like Patricia and Megan, rarely hid their skepticism. They corrected Hannah loudly, rolled their eyes when she double-checked charts, and laughed when she asked questions that, to them, sounded naive. Even some doctors joined in, especially Dr. Raymond Collins, a respected trauma physician who believed new nurses should learn by surviving pressure, not by being guided gently. Hannah felt invisible when she did well, and painfully visible when she made even the smallest mistake. Still, she worked harder than anyone noticed. She arrived early, stayed late, and studied patient files long after her shift officially ended. She believed preparation was her armor. What no one in the ER knew was that Hannah hadn't chosen emergency medicine randomly. Before nursing school, she had volunteered with a veterans rehabilitation clinic in Florida, helping injured service members relearn basic skills. She had spent months working closely with combat medics, listening to their stories, learning how trauma in war followed different rules than trauma in textbooks. She carried that knowledge quietly, never mentioning it, because no one ever asked. One stormy night, everything shifted. The ER was overwhelmed. Ambulances lined up outside, rain pounding against the bay doors, alarms echoing through the halls. A critical patient arrived unconscious, badly injured, brought in after a training accident during a joint military exercise nearby. The chart was thin, the injuries complex. The room filled quickly with staff, voices overlapping, tension thick. Hannah was assigned to the periphery, told to observe and assist only when asked. As the minutes passed, the patient's condition became unstable. Monitors screamed, and even the confident rhythm of the ER began to fracture. Hannah noticed something off in the vitals, a pattern she recognized not from hospital rotations, but from her time with combat medics. She hesitated, heart pounding, knowing that speaking up often earned her another smirk or dismissive wave. When she finally pointed out the issue, her words were brushed aside, lost in the urgency of louder voices. Then the unthinkable happened. Outside, over the storm and sirens, a new sound cut through the chaos. The deep, unmistakable thrum of helicopter blades. At first everyone assumed it was another emergency airlift. But this helicopter didn't head to the roof. It circled once, then descended into the hospital's open emergency lot, lights slicing through the rain. Security rushed toward the windows. Staff froze. This was no medical chopper. The markings were unmistakable. United States Navy. Within moments, uniformed officers moved quickly through the ER entrance, boots echoing against the floor. The room fell silent in a way Hannah had never experienced. Even Dr. Collins stopped mid-motion. The lead officer approached the desk calmly but with authority and asked for Nurse Hannah Carter by full name. Laughter didn't exist anymore. Confusion did. Hannah felt her knees weaken as every head turned toward her. For a split second, she wondered if this was some terrible mistake, but she stepped forward, hands shaking, and confirmed her identity. The officer explained, with measured urgency, that the injured patient was a Navy commander who had specifically requested her if his condition deteriorated. He had remembered her from years earlier, from a rehabilitation clinic where she had helped him recover after a combat injury that nearly ended his career. He had trusted her then, and he trusted her now. The shift in the room was immediate and electric. The same staff who had dismissed Hannah hours earlier now watched her with stunned silence. Dr. Collins nodded for her to take the lead where appropriate. Hannah didn't hesitate this time. She moved with a quiet confidence that surprised even herself, applying insights from her past experience, coordinating care with clarity and calm. The patient stabilized. The alarm softened. The storm outside felt distant. After the helicopter lifted off again, taking the commander to a specialized facility, the ER slowly returned to its rhythm. But nothing was the same. The laughter never came back. In the days that followed, Hannah noticed the change. Patricia asked for her input. Megan apologized awkwardly but sincerely. Dr. Collins treated her as an equal, even recommending her for advanced trauma training. No one teased her questions anymore. They listened. What stayed with Hannah most wasn't the recognition or respect. It was the reminder that quiet preparation mattered, that kindness planted years earlier could return when least expected. That strength didn't always announce itself loudly. She continued working in the ER, still soft-spoken, still careful, but no longer invisible. And every time a new nurse walked in looking overwhelmed and unsure, Hannah made a point to stand beside them, remembering exactly how it felt to be laughed at, while carrying more than anyone knew. If this story touched your heart, please take a moment right now to like, share, and subscribe. Your engagement helps bring more stories like this to life and reminds others they are not alone. Special request: before the video ends, comment the word respect if you believe quiet people often carry the strongest stories.